future fellow weirdo. You're the black sheep of the flock. Come and take a load off. Let's have a little talk. This side of the universe, the wildest place you've been. Welcome to the service at the party pen. Have a good time, laugh and giggle.
Come on in and smile just a little.
We're reading God's unofficial bio today.
The Bible lady's gonna
Lead the way. I got the coffee and the smokes, I got the herb and the chair. Got a seat with your name on it, waiting right there. Searching for the mystery, a better mind to find. Leave that stuffy, judgy world way back behind. We're the outcasts and the rebels, we're the ones that don't fit in. But there's a holy kind of magic in the middle of the sin.
Yeah, the mystery is deep and the coffee's brewing strong in the most offensive church where we all belong. Have a good time,
Laugh and giggle.
come on in and smile just a little.
We're reading God's unofficial bio today.
The Bible lady's gonna
Lead the way. The mystery of God, what a beautiful find.
a better understanding for a
Black sheep's mind.
Hey there, future fellow weirdo of the flock. You perfect ass black sheep. Welcome to the most offensive church this side of the universe, the Party Pen. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said. What? Because me, God, right now in God voice, I did not say that. This is God's me, mine, and God voice, my unofficial biography, Das Bible, as read by your Superstone Sage, the Saint of Awesome, Saint Nikki K. the Great. Clap for her, she clap for you. So, come on in this way. I have everything you need for a time that could be considered good. I have cannabis. I have cigarettes. I have coffee. I have a chair with your name on it. So come in. While you are getting all of those things, I will show you the universe known as the Party Pen. So take your seat. Come on, we have good time.
Welcome. Welcome. So, I did something. What did you do, Nikki? Well, I pulled my bookmark and I didn't rewatch my video a second ago, even though I could have. I probably should have, but I was watching true crime instead. And I don't remember where we were. So I was thinking of starting over. But I don't know. Nobody's here yet. And I don't know if anybody's gonna even show up. I'm the only one watching my stream. And I'm not watching my stream, I'm watching chat. Sort of. Oh, I keep almost burning my phone all the time. I got a real problem with burning my phone. Oh yeah, I deleted the stream with my mom earlier because I lost my temper with my mom, and then my mom was like, I'm not doing this. And then I was like, no, but you have to, though. And she's like, I'll start my own channel. I said, no, the fuck you won't. No, you're going to read it. You're going to be on my program. Yeah, because it was my idea in the first place. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't tell her that. Could you imagine if I told her that, though? That would be a dick move. That would be some asshole shit for sure. Yep. But I wonder if Raja is coming. Or maybe Asshead. I don't know. But there is lots of people live right now. Man, I don't know. I don't like competing with this many people. But there's usually not this many people live. What day is it? Oh, it's Saturday. That's right. But it doesn't matter if I'm competing with them or not. I'm supposed to be doing my own damn thing. So I am going to do my own damn thing. Like starting over. uh, no, I'm just kidding. I'll remember where I'm at. No one shall quench them. Let us come. Let us. Okay. The stick and stone. Okay. Okay. So we're on chapter 4. Yeah, this is where we left off. We're on chapter 4. So, I hope everybody's ready for chapter 4. Okay. Okay. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our reproach. In that day, the branch of the Lord shall be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and appealing for those of these terrible ass people who have escaped. And it shall come to pass he who is left in Zion, the city of David and Bethlehem, and remains in Jewland will be called holy. Everyone who is recorded among the living in Jewland, when the Lord has washed away the filth of the daughter of Zion and purged the blood of Jewland from her midst by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning, then the Lord will let them. Hey, Razor, I'll come over to your stream when I'm done. Yes, and hit the red pill, please. Thank you for the cookies, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I really do. And I'll pop over to your stream after this, okay? Purge the blood of Julian from her midst by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning, when the Lord will create above every dwelling place of Mount Zion and above her assemblies a cloud and smoke by day, and the thinning of flaming fire by night. For over all the glory there will be a covering, and there will be a tabernacle for shade in the daytime from the heat, for a place of refuge and a shelter from the storm and rain. Okay, and then we're going to go on to chapter 5. Let me check my YouTube. Nothing on YouTube. Oh, well, I could have seen it right here. I forgot I turned it on. See, poor Jimmy Juggalo. It's going to cover him up. Jimmy. I'll figure this out one day. When I get my new house, I'll be able to fix all this where Jimmy won't get covered up. And I won't get covered up. And I'll figure out how to do it properly. We could just do it this way. And I'll just keep my face over here. Yeah. Do it good. Okay. Where the hell did my drink go? Right there. Okay. So, chapter 5. Now, let me sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved regarding his vineyard. 1 second. Okay. Need a snack and a beer. Yeah. I didn't mean to do that in your ears. Sorry. I didn't know it was going to be that loud. Or that throat cleary. Okay. he okay. Now, something about a singing to a well-beloved, a song regarding his vineyard. So, is this gonna I don't know. But it says, my well-beloved has a vineyard and a very fruitful hill. He dug it up and cleared out its stones and planted it with the choicest vine. He built a tower in its midst and also made a wine press in it. So he expected it to spring forth very good grapes, but it brought forth wild grapes. And now, inhabitants of Jew land and men of Judah, judge, please, between me and my vineyard. What more could have been done to my vineyard? And what have I not done in it? Why then, when I expected it to bring forth good grapes, it brought forth wild grapes. And now, please let me tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away its hedge, and it shall be burned, and break down its wall, and it will be trampled down. I will lay it waste. It shall not be pruned or dug, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain on it. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of these terrible ass people, and the men of Judah are his pleasant plant. He looked for justice, but behold, oppression. He looked for righteousness, but behold, a cry for help. Woe to those who join house to house. They add field to field, till there is no place where they may dwell alone. In the midst of the land, in my hearing, the Lord of hosts said,
Truly, many houses shall be desolate, great and beautiful ones, without a habited. For 10 acres of vineyard shall yield one bag, and a homer of seed, a homer of seed shall yield one ephah. Don't know what that means, but yeah. Woe to those who rise early in the morning, that they may follow intoxicating drink, who continue until night, till wine inflames them, the harp and the strings, the tambourine, the flute, and the wine in their feastuses. But they do not regard the work of the Lord, nor consider the operation of his hands. Yeah, because it's Festivus. Yeah. Therefore, my people have gone into captivity because they have no knowledge. Their honorable men are famished, their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore, Sheol, where was I? Oh, yeah. Sheol has enlarged itself, and opened its mouth beyond measure. Blah. Their glory and their multitude and their pomp and circumstance. Good song. That pomp and circumstance, that's Macho Man Randy Savage's song. Yep, sure is. And he who is jubilant shall descend into it. People shall be brought down. Each man shall be humble. And the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled also. Yep. But the Lord shall be exalted in judgment, and God, who is holy, yeah, I'm holy by the way, shall be hallowed in righteousness. Yeah, because I'm awesome. Man, I'm great. I'm going to get Nikki a house. It's going to be great. Then the lamb shall feed in their pasture, and the ways of in the waste places of fat ones, strangers shall eat. That's kind of gross. Are they gonna eat? I don't. Peanuts and corn, good time, gross. I don't even know what's happening. Okay, look, we're gonna find out. Woe to those who draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as if with a cart rope, that say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it. And let the counsel of the Holy One draw near and come, that they may know it. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Yeah, it's bad time. Woe to those who are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe to men mighty at drinking wine. Woe to men valiant at mixing intoxicating drinks, who justify the wicked for a bribe and take away justice from the righteous man. Therefore, as the fire devours the stubble, and the flame consumes the chaff, their root will be as rottenness. Yeah, scary shit, man. I don't even know. Righteous man. What? Like chat. Okay. And their blossom will ascend like and their blossom will ascend like the dust, because they have rejected the law of the Lord and despised the word of the Holy One. Therefore, the anger of the Lord is aroused against his people. He has stretched out his hand against them and stricken them, and the hills trembled. Their carcasses were as refuge in the middle of the street. Refuse in the middle of the street. Yeah, gross. For all this anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still with his Tommy gun of fury. My Tommy gun of fury. Yeah, I have a Tommy gun of fury and I'm gonna unleash that on that ass. Okay. Oh.
Okay. Okay. He will lift up a banner to all the nations from afar and will whistle to them. See, then where does everybody get the trumpet from? God's gonna whistle. He's gonna be like, I can't whistle. Yeah, just like that, God's gonna whistle. I almost can whistle. See, I can't whistle because my mouth don't work. Kind of like my legs don't work. They work a little bit. Hey, cousin, how are you? Okay. From the end of the earth, surely they shall come with speed, swiftly. No one will be weary or stumble among them. No one will slumber or sleep, nor will the belt on their loins be loose. Oh, they're going to have to wear the diaper thing. Nor the strap of their sandals be broken, whose arrows are sharp and all their bows bent. Their horses' hooves will seem like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. Their roaring will be like a lion. They will roar like young lions. They will roar and lay a hold of the prey. They will carry it away safely, and no one will deliver. In that day they will roar against them like the roaring of the sea. And if one looks to the land, behold, darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkened by the clouds. Dun, dun, dun. It's fucking crazy. All right, let's see how many minutes we're at. 28 minutes. Hey, cousin. I'm going to redo that thing with my mom starting tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And I'm not gonna bitch at her this time. I'm just gonna yell at my computer while my microphone is muted. And then my mom's gonna make fun of me. No, I probably won't do that. I'll yell inside my head. So what are you doing, cousin? Because nobody's watching on my pilled side. Not that I know of, anyway. Oh, Fred might be here. Fred! Fred! Fred. Bro, Fred might not be here. I wish he was here. I wish you were here, Fred. Wish you were here. Because then he could talk to me. And they're winding down for the night. Oh, sweet. So I can put you to sleep. You're the only one here. but I gotta read enough to listen to while I go to sleep. Or I'm gonna go to bed listening to true crime again. I wish you were here. Okay. Oh. Damn, why don't I remember reading about Uzziah? Maybe he only had like a small part. He might have only had a small part. That's why I don't remember reading about Uzziah. But anyway, in the year that Uzziah died, I, which would be Isaiah, saw the Lord sitting on a throne, high. Okay, so God was sitting on the throne, high and lifted up. And the train of his robe filled the temple above. Above it stood the seraphim. Each one had 6 wings. With 2 he covered his face. With 2 he covered his feet. With 2 he flew. And one cried to another and said,
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is filled with his glory. Words and things.
Words. Okay. And the posts of the doors were shaken by the voice of him who cried out, and the house was filled with smoke. So I said, woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips. I cuss a whole lot, dude. I'm like Nikki K the Great. I cuss a whole lot. And I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then one of the seraphim flew to me, having in his hand a live coal, which he had taken with the tongs from the altar. And he touched my mouth with it and said,
Behold, this has touched your lips. Your iniquity is taken away, and your sin is purged. Okay.
okay. Also, I heard the voice of the Lord saying,
What'd I say? Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? And
then I said, here I am, here am I, send me. And he was like,
okay, tell them, keep on hearing, but do not understand. Keep on seeing, but do not perceive. Make the heart of this people dull, and their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see, and their ears, lest they hear, and understand with their heart. Return and be healed.
Okay. Then I said, Lord, how long? How long is what I said. And he was like,
Till I tell you to, what do you mean? Until the cities are laid waste without a habitant, the houses are without a man, and the land is utterly desolate. The Lord has removed men far away, and the forsaken places are many in the midst of the land, but yet a tenth will be in it, and will return and be for consuming, as a terebinth tree or an oak whose stump remains when it is cut down. So the holy seed shall be its stump. Because word life, man, you don't even know about it. Look, things are happening.
it's crazy. I want a snack so bad. Oh, I missed chapter 7. Oh my god. Chapter 7 is so long. How many minutes are we at? Oh my god. Only 37 minutes. Well, I guess it doesn't matter how long chapter 7 is. Let's smoke a cigarette. Cousin, did you already go to bed? What are you smoking on? Does it have a name? What'd your mom name it? Dun, dun. What do mama name it? That would be such a good song if I could figure out any other words to it. Look, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I wonder where everybody is. Well, I know where General Piggy is. I don't think he'll ever be back. But I suppose I can't be affected by that. But now maybe people won't show up because General Piggy don't show up. No, that's not true. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's read chapter 7. Uh, oh shit. We're about to get into it. I don't know. We're about to get into it. Preferably Gorilla Cookie, but I forgot which one this is. Been doing long rips. Well, fuck it. We'll call it Gorilla Cookie. Okay. This chapter 7, it'll be a whole different story. And I'm going to change some of the names for memorable reasons. And mostly because I want to. Okay. Now, it came to pass in the day of Ahaz, which would be Uzziah's grandson. And Ahaz is the king of Judah. That Rezin, king of Syria, and Pikachu. Well, no, this would be Pika Pika. The other one's Pikachu. Okay. So Rezin, king of Syria, and Pika Pika, king of Israel, went up to Jewland to make war, but could not prevail. And it was told to the house of David, saying, Syria's forces are deployed in Ephraim. So, hold on. Syria's forces. So his heart and the heart of his people were moved as the trees of the tree, or the trees of the wood are moved with the wind. Then the Lord said to Isaiah, God, I love this dude. I promise. Yeah.
All right. Let me read that in a second.
God. Me, God, right now, and God voice, I'm talking. Okay. Go meet Ahaz. You and you and your son at the end of the aqueduct from the upper pool on the highway to the fuller's field and say, take heed and be quiet. Do not fear or be faint hearted, for these two stubs of smoking firebrands for the fierce anger of Rezin and Syria. Because Syria, Ephraim, and the sons of Remaliah have plotted against you. Uh, it shall not stand, nor shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. Within 65 years, Ephraim will be broken. Within Ephraim will be broken, so that it will not be a people. The head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. If you do not believe, surely you will not be established. Ask a sign for yourself, Ahaz. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above. But
Ahaz said, I ain't gonna ask. I ain't gonna ask. Because I don't want to test the Lord. I don't want to do it. So then God said something. What did God say? I'll tell you in just a second. Okay. Okay.
hear now, O house of David, is it a small thing? Is it a small thing for you to weary men? But will you weary my God also? Therefore, I'm going to give you a sign. Behold, the virgin will conceive and bear a son, and call his name Emmanuel. Curds and honey he shall eat, that he may know how to refuse evil and choose good. For before the child shall know to refuse evil and choose good, the land that you dread will be forsaken by both kings. The Lord will bring the king of Assyria upon you and your people, your father's house, days that have not come since the day that Ephraim departed from Judah. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord will whistle for the fly that is in the farthest part of the rivers of Egypt, and for the bee that is in the land of Assyria. And they will come, and all of them will rest in the desolate valleys, in the clefts of the rocks, and on the thorns and all the pastures. In the same day, the Lord will shave with a hired razor, with those from beyond the river, with the king of Assyria, the head and the hair of the legs, and also will remove the beard. And it shall be in that day that a man will keep alive a young cow and 2 sheep. So it shall be from the abundance of milk that he will eat curds. I don't know what that means. For curds and honey everyone will eat who's left in the land. It shall happen in that day that whatever wherever there could be 1,000 vines, who worth 1,000 shekels of silver. It will be for briars and thorns. With arrows and bows, men will come there, because all the land will become briar and thorns. And to any hill which could be dug with the hoe, you will not go there for fear of briars and thorns, but it will become a range for oxen and a place for sheep to roam.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, that was chapter 7. All right. I nicknamed this one Lazy on a Bull. You put a layer of weed, then a layer, then rip it. Oh, I bet that's so great. And it is a lazy, that sounds like lazy. That sounds lazy as shit. We're not even at an hour yet. Oh my God. We gotta get through this. 66 days of this book. I should read as much of it as I can. In like an hour, hour and a half, or whatever. So it might not be 66 days. Yeah, I don't know. Meant to say lasagna bowl. Lasagna bowl sounds good too. It's layered. A lasagna bowl. But the lasagna bowl hits different. Lasagna. 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 But I bet it does hit different. Before I ever knew what cocaine was, I used to have my friend Vinny put keef on the bowl and I used to call it happy powder. And it would get me so fucking blasted all the time. Now, sometimes Dustin will put keef on a joint, and that's pretty good. I lost a whole bottle of keef somewhere. But when we move into this new house, I might find it. Wouldn't that be cool if I did? I think it would be. Oh, okay. Okay. I think we're going to read up until chapter 10. Yeah, we might read up until chapter 10. Oh shit, no. Gravity bong, I only tried one time and I almost puked my lungs out. Mm-mm. No, gravity bongs are terrible, and my lungs couldn't even handle a gravity bong. If I tried to smoke a gravity bong now, I would die. Yeah, for sure would die. Even the gas mask bongs, dude. I can't do that either. I'll fucking die. But we're gonna read chapter 8 and chapter 9, and then I'm gonna be done. Cause if you wanna bow out at any time, go ahead. There's nobody on my build right now, and I don't think there's anybody on YouTube but you. No, there might be one other person, but I don't know. I did a bowl of beef and gravity. Yeah. No, my lungs are not good enough for that. I mean, you can if you want to. Hello, everyone, chat in the chat. We're about to go to chapter 8. We're about to go to chapter 8 of Isaiah, if you were wanting to follow along. But also chat in the chat because I'd love to communicate with you. It'd be my absolute favorite. We can talk about anything. Except for things I don't know about. And then we can't talk about them unless you know about them. And then you knowing about them would mean I would know about them. So next time I have that conversation with somebody, I'll know something. So feel free to teach me things. I am a sage. I sit in my cave and I know things. Except for things I don't know. Because I don't know the things I don't know. I don't want to say anything. What am I going to say? I'll just say nothing. There you go. Yay. I sit in my cave and I know things. Way to go, me. Way to go, me. Okay. Is that you that just messaged me, preacher? Because, okay. And I just shared my video. It's about to be over and I shared it anyway. I don't fucking know. Anyway. Ooh, nobody's watching me now. Okay. So we're on chapter 8. And the Lord said to Isaiah,
take a large scroll and write on it with a man's pen concerning Marshalal Hashbaz, and I will take for myself faithful witnesses to record Uriah the priest and Zechariah, Um, then, then,
Then I went to the prophetess, and she conceived and bore a son. Then the Lord said, okay.
Okay. Yep.
okay. Call him Mar-Shalal Hashbaz. For before the child shall have knowledge to cry, my father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria will be taken away before the king of Assyria. Inasmuch as these people refuse the waters of Shiloah that flow softly and rejoice in Rezin and Ramaliah's son. I don't remember his name. Now, therefore, behold, the Lord brings up over them the waters of the river, strong and mighty. The king of Assyria in all his glory, and he will go up over all his channels and his banks, and he will pass through Judah, and he will overthrow and pass over. He will reach to the neck, and the stretching out of his wings will fill the breadth of your land, O Emmanuel. Be shattered and broken in pieces. Give ear, all you from far countries. Gird yourselves, but be broken in pieces. Gird yourselves, but be broken in pieces. Take counsel together, but it will come to nothing. Speak the word, but it will not stand, for God is with us.
For the Lord spoke thus to me with a strong hand and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying,
Do not say a conspiracy concerning all that this people call a conspiracy, nor be afraid of their threats, nor be troubled. The Lord of hosts, him you shall hallow. Let him be your father, and let him be your dread. He will be as a sanctuary, but a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense. To both the house of these terrible ass people as a trap and a snare to the inhabitants of Jewland, and many among them shall stumble. They shall fall and be broken, be snared and shaken. Yeah, they're going to be scared and shaken right in their boots. Scared. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples, and I will wait on the Lord. Oh, oops.
okay. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples, and I will wait on the Lord, who hides his face from the house of Jacob, terrible ass people, and I will hope in him. There am I and the children whom the Lord has given me. We are for signs and wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts who dwells in Mount Zion. That's the city of David and Bethlehem. And when they say to you, seek those who are. Wait.
And when they say to you, seek those who are mediums and wizards, who whisper and utter, shall not people seek their God? Should they seek the dead on behalf of the living? To the law and to the testimony, if they do not speak according to this word, is it because there is no light in them? They will pass through it, hard pressed and hungry. And it shall happen when they are hungry, they will be enraged and curse their king and their God, and look upward. Then they will look to the earth, see trouble and darkness, gloom of anguish, and they will be driven to darkness. Chapter 9. Chapter 9. Nevertheless, the gloom will not be upon her who is distressed, as when at first he lightly esteemed. In the land of Zebulun and Naphtali, and afterward more heavily oppressed her by the way of the sea beyond the Jordan in Galilee of the Gentiles. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them light has shined. You have multiplied the nation and increased its joy. Oh, wait.
Okay. 1 second. Just real quick. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay. You have multiplied the nation, increased its joy. They rejoice before you according to the joy of harvest. As men rejoice, then they divide the spoil, for you have broken the yoke of his burden and the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian. For every warrior's sandal from the noisy battle and the garments rolled in blood will be used for burning and fuel for fire. For as unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder. And his name will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. I used to have a bowl, a Jesus bowl. Okay, and I used to call it my piece of peace from the Prince of Peace. Yeah, it was a South Park Jesus, but the head broke off of it because it got too filled with resin. It was a thing that happened. It was really sad. But I called it my piece of peace from the Prince of Peace. Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace, there will be no end. Upon the throne of David, over his kingdom, to order it and establish it with just judgment and justice from that time forward, even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. The Lord sent a sword against Jacob, and it has fallen on Israel. All the people will know Ephraim and the inhabitant of Samaria, who say in pride and arrogance of heart, the bricks have fallen down, but we will rebuild with hewn stones. The sycamore are cut down, but we will replace with cedars. Therefore, the Lord shall set up the adversaries of Rezin against him, and spur his enemies on, the Syrians before and the Philistines behind, and they shall devour Israel with an open mouth, like it's Pac-Man. For all this, his anger is not turned away. He's still got bullets in his gun, but his hand is outstretched still. For the people do not turn to him who strikes them, nor do they seek the Lord. Therefore, he will cut off head and tail from these terrible ass people. Palm branch and bulrush in one day. The elder and honorable, he is the head. The prophet who teaches lies is the tail. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and those who are led by them are destroyed. Therefore, the Lord will have no joy in their young men, nor have mercy on their fatherless and widows. For everyone is a hypocrite and an evildoer, and every mouth speaks fully. For all this, his anger is not turned away. His hand is outstretched still. For wickedness burns as a fire. It shall destroy. No. It shall devour. For wickedness burns in the fire. It shall devour the briars and thorns, and kindle in the thickets of the forest. They shall mount up like rising smoke through the wrath of the Lord of hosts. And the land is burned up, and the people shall be as fuel for the fire. No man shall spare his brother, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry. He shall devour on the left hand and not be satisfied. Every man shall eat the flesh of his own arm. Manasseh shall devour Ephraim, and Ephraim Manasseh. Together they shall be against Judah. For his Tommy gun of fury is not empty, and his hand is outstretched still. Okay, how many minutes are we at? 1 hour and 14 minutes. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I want to tell everybody good night. Thank you for watching. I love you. Good night, cousin. Good night, everybody. I'm pilled. Oh, there's nobody on pilled. Okay. Well, everybody. Oh, yeah. No, I guess I promised Razor I would come over, but there's nobody even over here. So I don't know. But I guess that's where we're gonna go. Good night, cousin! Alright, totally deflated. Alright, playing the outro. I love you. I love you, cousin. Good night. Alright, see ya.